Now, let's take a look at what our typical machining workflow would look like. So I'm going to go ahead and switch back to our presentation slide in here. So a typical process in 3-axis machining would be to load the part and the stock, which we've defined. And then we would start by creating roughing operation so we could remove the bulk of the stock material to bring it as close as possible to the net shape of the part. So program roughing operation in 3-axis. So once you generate a roughing operation, you'd want to run a cut material simulation to simulate the material removal. And then once this process is done and you're happy with the roughing results of the roughing toolpath, you can start out with a pre-finishing operation. This could be done using one of several different methods, and we will be covering a couple of different methods in today's webinar for pre-finishing. And then simulate, perform a cut material simulation. And then once the pre-finishing is completed, you can run a finishing operation. And again, we'll be discussing the different finishing techniques. We'll be covering both parallel finishing and Z-level finishing operations in today's webinar. You can perform cut material simulation for the finishing operation. Now, once you're happy with the result of the roughing and the finishing toolpaths, the last step is to output the toolpaths to the machine. We do this by calling post-processing to generate the output to the machine tool. So now let's go ahead and take a look at some of the programming considerations for machining in 3-axis.